Okay, everybody, so here is Laurie's starting of the Christmas baking, and she gets to obviously have the first taste. These are the well-known Laurie butter tarts, and they are normally to die for this year.
Well,
you're not talking with your mouth full, are you?
Not my recipe, but it's close. It's close. They're good.
They're good. Okay, that's all we need. I mean, if anybody wants better than good, they need to go somewhere else, right?
There's the bakery down the street.
Bakery down the street, exactly, where we can probably buy them cheaper than we've been making them. Okay, thanks, Laura. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning. And for me to be vlogging on a Saturday morning, you know, I'm on my way somewhere. And I really have got so used to vlogging when I drive. But I always think the Saturday morning ones, when I'm going off to get my hair cut, which is today, I always think of Roseanne. I don't know why. So Roseanne, just know that you're always in my mind when I do this, what I call the extra one that I don't normally do on a Saturday. And haven't spoken to you for a while, so I hope everything's okay. And I know that somebody on the broadcast last night was asking after you, so I think I've seen you pop in and out. But really just wanted to say hi, and that people care. And it was cute because, whoops, don't we love that? I'm really not quite sure what's going on with my camera. It seems to have a habit of falling out of its position, which means I've got to find myself a proper dash cam holder. Because this has happened a few too many times now. And I don't know why for a year it never moved. And now suddenly it keeps moving. Maybe it's an omen. No, I'm not going to go there. Anyway, so I am delighted. My little heart is delighted that so many of you wrote to me about the serious doofus situation with the camera being upside down, and it wasn't my coat. The end section wasn't my coat. That incredibly interesting thing you were looking at was my skin. I worked it out when I had another look at it this morning. I was showing Yvonne. It turns out it was my skin that you were getting a close-up of. And that's why I kept moving, because you know me, I don't keep my head very still. But there was an interesting thing that happened this morning, because Yvonne came up and I was telling her about what I did. And I picked up my wireless headphones and stuck them on her head and said, okay, listen to this, so she could hear the front end of it explaining what had happened. And then it was really fun because I got to watch myself without hearing myself. You know that normally when I watch the videos, it's like, okay, fine, what do I have to edit, if anything, you know, what, and that's what I'm watching for. So I don't actually get to watch me. I'm mostly looking for a place where I can edit something in or out or whatever I need. And so, because Yvonne had the headphones on, I had nothing to listen to. I was just watching myself. And wow. If ever you want to know whether I enjoy our moments together, if I may call them that, have a look at a video without the sound. And if ever you doubt that I'm actually talking to you as though you were my friend in the car, have a look at a video without the sound, or part of it. Because that's what struck me, was how happy I looked talking to you. Now, try not to pick one that's really sad or serious, like the one on Lost. That perhaps wouldn't be the one, but just a normal one. And I guess I'd have to say thank you to those people who wrote to me and said that I have a happy disposition when I do these things. And I guess you're right. I didn't really notice it as much until I saw this video without the sound. And then I've had a couple of people write again this week that really touched my heart, because both of them in different ways said they love watching the videos because they always laugh. Isn't that nice? But I always make them think as well. But they said it in different ways. And I'm going, what greater gift could there be to me than the fact that I can do that? That, you know, whatever it is, whoever I am and whatever I'm thinking about or talking about is making you laugh and making you think at the same time. That's pretty much what I used to do as a speaker. And so to me it is wonderful to get that feedback. And I am delighted. I personally, my biggest fear was, you know, would I run out of things to talk about? And what I realize is, as long as I'm living my life, the answer would be no, because every day things are happening to me. Every day stuff is going on around me that brings up different aspects of all these main things that make up a life. And we had a really interesting conversation this morning with Yvonne, because we were discussing that, you know, what we were going to do for Christmas and what we weren't going to do for Christmas, because this is a very tough financial Christmas for us. And so, first of all, it's Yvonne's birthday on Christmas Day as well. That's always a challenge. So we have two sets of rules. You know, one rule is what it is for Christmas, and then I have a totally different set of rules for what's her birthday. So whatever I agree to in terms of we're not spending more than X, I can do. But then I get to buy her a birthday present as well, so that's fun. But we were talking about that, and I was thinking, you know, it really, I don't know how to describe that. It's really nice that we understand that Christmas is not about the size of the gifts or whatever. It's just the day we celebrate the birth of Christ. And I also know that if I have a good year, you know, where I have saved money and I haven't had reason to spend it, that everybody will get a really good Christmas. But this year, as you know, there was some expenses in there that I wasn't expecting, and so my Christmas money disappeared. Well, that's, you know, that's what it is. That's life. And I did get everybody a present. It's not very exciting, but I did get everybody a present. And what I have to deal with is my ego around that. Do you get that? I've got to actually know that that's okay. And then what we're also doing is we're going to do some serious baking to add to that, which will be fun. And really, that's it. So I think it's really okay. But that part of me that is the ego goes, it's not enough. Need to get more. It's about quantity, not quality, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, and I just wonder if any of you suffer from that as well. And why? Why do we do that? Do you think that people will love, well, I don't know. Do I think that people will love me more if I give them better presents? Yep, some, I guess. But not the sort of people I'm left with in my life, I don't think. So I forgot to discuss food for tomorrow. Oh, I can send a text when I get where I'm going. Anyway, so I just wanted to know if the rest of you are all very cool with this. Of course, those of you who've already got all your Christmas shopping done and everything under control, you're probably not hitting the same problem. And there's a lot to be said for that person who does Christmas all year round. In other words, she spends, buys I don't know what she does, maybe a gift a month, and stores them up and then gives them out at Christmas. That would be really clever, wouldn't it? Just one gift a month. Can you imagine? That would be so smart. How many of you are going, I should do that? But we get tied up with the gift of the season. What's the in gift to give people this year? I don't know. I think that's what we think. So, interesting dilemma. And I think it's very, very challenging to just be in the spirit of Christmas. Regardless of what religion you are, and I laugh about that because, I have a lot of people in my life that are from different religions. And one of the questions, my first question always is, do you celebrate Christmas as well? And, the answer is sure. They've got the Christmas tree up and everything. And I'm going, that's so cute. But, they're not celebrating the birth of Christ, obviously. They're celebrating Christmas because presents go under the tree. So, it's quite cute. I get amused by those things. Oh, such a cute little yellow car. Hang on. I used to have a little yellow car, that's why I like yellow cars. I don't know why I liked the yellow car, but I did. First new car I ever owned. Got a feeling it was the only new car I ever owned, now that I think about it. The only new car I ever owned was when I was in my 20s, and it was a little yellow Fiat. Oh, that was such a nice time in my life. Amazing when I think about what I was earning in those days and what I managed to do with it. Yeah. So, it's really a balmy 6 degrees. I didn't give you the weather report. It's 6 degrees, which of course is 42 American. Positively, that's so cute. Positively balmy. I've just gone over a little river, and the river is filled with geese or ducks. It was literally like somebody was having a duck race. There must have been a couple of hundred ducks there, so they must be on their way somewhere. South, one would think. They're stopping in BC, just to have a little rest in my neck of the woods. I don't know, where did ducks go for the winter? Not sure. Google the question, Sal. That's how you get answers. Got no reason not to know that answer. Where did ducks go in the winter? Somebody must be inundated with ducks in the winter months in BC. I wonder who it is. Okay, it might be us actually. It might be us because we don't get much snow and really bad ice. Interesting. I will look that up. Okay, so I'm very close to where I'm going. And I am very grateful that this year I don't need to go to the packaging store to pick up a whole lot of packaging stuff because I bought enough last year. So I've got stuff left over, which is awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. I do realize I need to spend one evening making earrings. Haven't done that yet. And I haven't finished the blankie, anywhere near finished it. Sorry, Edge. Well, I'm getting closer. The other thing is I'm busy thinking here because the last time we went to Walmart there wasn't any more of the one color. That's scary. They can't have discontinued it, surely. Okay, I'll just have to keep looking. I will find it. If necessary, I'll buy it online. We can do that these days. So my thought for the day is, if you're stressing out about Christmas, the chances are you're doing it to yourself because of what your expectation is. And so I would ask you to just readjust that thinking this week. Do what you have to do. Make the time to go shopping. Try and get everything finished this week if you can, just so that you can relax more next week and just do the wrapping and stuff. That would be my suggestion. And if you don't want to, feel free to panic next week.